On IG says, why does green juice bloat me? Well, if my thoughts here with that question are what happens with a lot of people. So nothing else bloats you? It's only green juice? So you're just somebody that's never bloated, or you're not bloated? And then it's green juice that only bloats you? Like, you're not bloated ever. You live your life, you eat your dinner, you eat your breakfast, you eat your lunch. You're living your life. You're drinking what you want, eating what you want, doing what you want. And all of a sudden you have a sip of green juice and you're bloated now. Or is it you already have a bloating problem? You're fighting bloating all the time. It just so happens when you drink green juice too, you get bloated from that as well. Because that's probably what's happening, I think, right? So it's not like you go through life and you're never bloated, ever. And then all of a sudden, green juice makes you bloated, but soda doesn't. Coffee doesn't. Nothing else makes you bloated. A bagel, or plant-based eating, or vegan eating, or animal protein eating, whatever it is, nothing gets you bloated. It's just green juice. It's just something to think about. Or you get bloated all the time, you're struggling with bloat, but when you have green juice, it seems to come on a little bit more. If you're somebody and you're really toxic, a lot of stuff is sluggish, your liver's sluggish, and you put some pretty healthy stuff in you, there's a good chance it's going to start detoxifying you right away. And you could get a little bit of bloat from stuff being pushed out, starting to get pushed out. People will eat only a little piece of meat or an egg or a piece of chicken, just a little piece, with like 2 leaves of lettuce and a little piece of chicken, because they don't want too much in their stomach. They don't want to feel that bloating, because if they eat too much, they're bloated. And people go on dates. They never tank. If it's a brand new date, someone goes on a date and they're sitting at the table in the restaurant, no one's tanking. No one's like, I'm going to eat this big stack of pancakes in front of you right here. And I'm stuffed. And then you leave the table just stuffed, right? I'm going to eat this 12-ounce steak right now on this first date right here. People go on dates, they usually hold back food all day long. Do you know anybody that's ever done this? When women go on dates, they hold back food all day long for the date, because they don't want to bloat out. They don't want to be bloated on any level. They want to be able to fit into whatever they want to fit into. They want to look good for their date. Same thing with guys. Guys will just all of a sudden, they'll be intermittent fasting the whole day, so that when the date happens, everybody's holding their stomachs in. No one wants to be like bloated. And then when they order dinner, they're eating a little something. That's how you can always tell if it's a first date out there. Like, no one's eating anything. And then, that's what happens. Because if they did, no one's going to just tank and then be bloated. And that's how it works. People eat very little a lot of times during the day to keep their bloating down, so they can feel like they're like flat.